Most was speaking for the family, so I'm going to probably not be very good, but I just wanted to welcome everybody here as Bryan so eloquently put it in a video we saw to his house of worship. I can tell you, he was lucky enough to get to race all over the country, all over the world, but it was always about coming to Kokomo. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but this is the first place that allowed Bryan to race at 13 years old. I don't know how dumb we were back then, but we were, and they did, and we ran 12 or 14 races here, and we were rookie of the year and did some things, and here we are, and I think this is the perfect place to, for us all, his fans, his friends, his family, to get to say goodbye to him and celebrate his life. We were very fortunate to get to spend, and I just want to touch on this a minute, and I don't want to be preachy at all. When we went to Lincoln, Bryan Trauma Center, we weren't given much hope. We weren't given any hope. And we sat there and we were, what's next? And that was, if I'm not mistaken, early Monday morning, late Sunday night, Sunday morning, it all runs together. And Lauren's dad thought to ask the question, did anybody look at Bryan's driver's license? And Lauren said, no, but I have it. I have his wallet because I always keep his wallet when he races. And Lauren knew that she was an organ donor. As she tells the story, Bryan kept her ID because when she drank a beer, he was the responsible one. So Lauren went up and got it, and she might share that story, so I'll let her have that. But we found out that Bryan was a donor, and at that moment, our lives changed. As bad as it was before, our lives changed for the better. We got to spend an extra 72 hours with him. As my daughter said, we got to say goodbye without leaving anything unsaid. We had his family, his closest friends. In the last hour, we got to just sit with him and cry, and nobody said a word. And it's probably one of the most, again, I'm not near as spiritual as I need to be. I know God listens to me because there's been a lot of white flag laps where I've said, just let us hang on, and he did. But it allowed us to go on and give us a little hope. We all know what donating organs do for the recipients. They have a group, they have a family that get to have joy for them living on. But I just wanted to say for a moment, because you don't know it until you experience it. What that did for my family, for Bryan's best friends, gave us life again. And so with that, I'm done going on because I'll ramble. And I'm going to turn it back over to Dylan, and he can introduce the next person. But I just want to say thank you all so much for being here. I know Bryan's here because it's raining. We're waiting for the rainbows to show up and grasshoppers to hop all over the place, and to have a great race tonight. So with that, again, thank you very much. We love you all.